And we're back with some more Rimworld. Today we're just going to deal with some acquisition of some heavy leather. We need that heavy leather to produce more dusters. And we have our team over here of professional harvesters ready to harvest that leather as the the mega sloths make their way. Oh, Gravy, keep running, Gravy. No, don't, keep moving, buddy. Oh wow, do we have enough people? Those things are actually... Ooh, they're making it way closer than I'd like. Guys, keep shooting. Keep shooting. Oh, those things can rip off arms if they get to hit you, so... Oh, that's bad. Yeah, yeah, that's not good. Not good. You know what? Actually, let it play out. We've committed. Whew. That was, little bit riskier than I was anticipating. Couple of scratches here and there, but don't think anyone lost anything too important. We'll let the injured people go back home first, and then we can have the rest of them take care of problems. What I like to do is I don't unselect them all at once, otherwise they'll saturate all the tables in the local area. Let's see, anything else left? Yeah, see, those ones there have no tables to go to. I don't like doing that, so I think we'll wait, we'll move them a little bit closer so they get closer to some tables before we unselect them. Our pawns are having themselves a nice little concert there. That's actually a pretty large one. 78 humans inbound are already present, and there's probably going to be more. I could select everyone and deselect them and tell them all to actually come here, but no, it's not actually worth the effort of doing all of that. Plus, the amount of walk time, lost productivity, all that stuff. If they're available, great. If they're not, tough. And Zakier can give them... Like, seriously, that's a concert with 100 people going to it. That's about the size of a small little school concert he's got going on. And why is it slowing down? Oh, social fight. God damn it, guys. Can we not just have 5 seconds with everyone being happy with each other? Hold on while I find someone who's got good enough social to arrest them without issue. There we go. That person can arrest Sonico, 100% chance. And what actually spawned all of this? Sonico compared Uugggg's uncle to an otter. Yeah, well, you know what? That'll do it. That'll break someone. And off you go. And the best thing is you're inside the hospital. Our concert room is also the hospital. Perfect. Second social fight. Mohiam versus Andrew Johnson. Okay, what did you say? Who said what? Andrew Johnson compared Mohiam to a kangaroo. This drove Mohiam into a rage and he began to fight. Yeah, that's just the way things are, aren't they? Okay, you arrest Andrew just for a split second. And then once they've stopped fighting, let him go again. And perfect, you're also in a hospital room. Gotta admit, that was a great concert. Good job, guys. Good job. Alright, over here we're doing a little bit of construction project. This construction project over here is to ensure that we can put all our explosive power cells. A little bit of an inconvenience with the too deep infestation. I think we can handle it. Oh, guys, seriously. There's so many of you. I've got the back line not firing because I don't want them shooting through the front line, but I think that, yeah, that was a pretty handy way to deal with it. Everyone back to work. The game has got to a point where it's actually slowed down quite significantly. I don't think we're going to make the 400 mark. Not at this rate. Like, you can see it literally chugging right there. I think we're going to have to... You know what? I'll finish this trade and then we'll go over it. We're going to buy up all the medicine and the psychic suit pulsar there. Namely, we want the medicine because before we endgame this, I do want to perform a bunch of operations. As in, you know, fix up the pawns we have. Make them whole again after all of the horrific things that has happened to them along the way. That, of course, will require at least 2 medicine per pawn to give them 1 bionic. So we're going to need about 300-400 medicine to make sure we can do all those operations. So a little bit of trading. But I think the plan will be to cut out at about 200 pawns. As it is, you can see, like, this is on maximum speed right now. And you can see it's a little bit chuggish. It's not the worst, it's going to get harder and harder as we go along. And the amount of things we're encountering, I think I've got about 30 social fights saved up, so there's all this stuff that just gets cut out on the side, and it's making the episodes take longer and longer to actually, well, get any time done. But the amount of resources we get in is amazing. Like, we've only been playing this, a few days now, and we're up to 2,700 steel. I think we had 400 steel at the start of this, so we're pulling in well over 1,000 steel a day. The thing is, we just spend it all. I think we're going to, we'll saturate at 200 and we'll leave it there. So all we're short of now is we need another... 18. 18 more pawns and we're good to go. Oh, does this mean I have to rename the entire series? Did I call it the 395 attempt? This section here is going to be for our, uninterruptible power, as in the power that we don't really want to go near at all and we don't want anyone else going near. one thing I like to do is get these unstable power cells and seal them in here. This way no one can go on a rampage and start, smashing them up, or if enemies come along, there's no way to get at them. There's no doors, no anything like that. They literally have to just smash down walls to get to them. Also, mortar comes in, highly unlikely I know, but just say someone did manage to get off a mortar shell or something like that. Even if they detonate that one in the middle, the way explosions work is it would damage the surrounding, or would destroy the surrounding wall tiles, but it wouldn't actually do anything else. So we could lose one of these without actually affecting any of the others. Just makes it a nice, stable way to do things. We're also going to stick in the vanometric power cells. Now, I haven't tested these, but what's the flammability listing on these? 0%. Perfect. And these ones are also, well, I know these ones for a fact don't burn. So if they're both 0%, that means even if we get a Zist event, they can't get damaged by it. It can't actually burn them. So seating these in just means we've got a nice, safe, stable power supply we don't have to worry about. Now, I think I've got 3 more of these, yeah. These 3 got stuck in here a long time ago while we were busy. Though, I suppose we have since slowed down because now we know where we're going. 200 pawns, I think, is where we're going to have to cut it out at. I suppose I could do another 200 in the next episode. Or in the next series. It depends on the ideologies. I gotta test them. And another 2 deep infestation. Come on, seriously? Not in the hospital. There's 1 drill here. There's like... There's so many drills over here. Like, we've got 8 drills in this section. We've got drills everywhere, and it goes for the hospital drill. Oh, that's why I only put 1 drill in here. I wanted... Never mind. It's my own fault. I shouldn't have put an electric drill in a very expensive room. My bad. This is going to hurt. We're going to bring in a few people just to make sure this doesn't get out of control. I'm sure the excessive amounts of bullets will probably damage something, but that's okay. Oh, James, what are you doing? You know what, let's make sure everyone here on the entire team is set to flee. That would be a good idea. Done. God, that mod is so handy. Alright, so everyone who sees that, Fish Dog, what you doing? Run, buddy, run. Yep, there you go, smarty pants. Alright, that means everyone will run away. We kill all the bugs. Jesus. You ate how many bullets and you're still standing? Those bugs, you gotta give it to them. They can take a pounding. Oh, yeah, but we did enough damage to it that it didn't actually manage to land a hit, namely because it was too injured. Done. One minor injury, but on the bright side, they're in a hospital. True, it's a hospital that is currently very dirty, but we can clean that really quickly. Due to some unfortunate side effects, there was an issue with the sound on these, so there's no sound on the recording for quite a chunk of this video. So there's going to be a little bit of me doing narration or voiceover. This was an insect, whatever. They came up out of the ground, 2 deep infestation. We lost our little thing in the middle, but who cares? That scanner we can replace. In fact, it's time to do some renovations right now. We basically rip out all this stuff here and we're going to turn it into Scanner Central. I've been meaning to remove it from that area because it kept getting damaged or destroyed by the insects that were pouring out of the ground. We're also going to expand our scanning facilities because we're going to need more resources where we're going. Well, we want to increase bionic production, so we're going to need a lot more raw resources to do that. Yeah, and here we go. We're just going to have a quick time jump through as we do all the construction. You know, I leave these time jumps in because people used to think I was skipping stuff or using cheats to build things when I didn't leave in the time jumps. And now I kind of like the time jumps just for the time jump's sake. Oh, we're also chucking in a whole bunch of... Oh, yes, these things. Damn it, fabrication benches. These fabrication benches, we need lots of them. Basically because we want to turn out components and advanced components. We're going to use the underground scanners to get ourselves gold and plasteel. And we're going to have to use our caravans to get components. We can combine the components, gold and plasteel, to make advanced components. That allows us to make the advanced components to make the bionics. We might... Oh, yeah, we're probably going to need a second scanner to find even more components. We'll worry about that later. I'm just setting them up so that anyone can use any of these benches. Normally I would lock them down, but literally we have so many people. If anyone's free, they can hop along and just start churning some out. At the same time, we're going to throw down a whole bunch of marble tiles here. We need those... Well, we don't need those marble tiles, but we've actually got the spare marble tile that's just around the place at this point because of our production capacity. With the floors finished, that will just give us a nice little bonus to our movement. Oh, yeah, I'd forgotten about the Devil Strand. Yeah, our Devil Strand harvest finally came in. 997 Devil Strand available. The beginnings of our red army is finally here. We can get red dusters for everyone. Well... Not with that much, but, you know, we've got a few crops. We got some more planted. We probably won't get everyone into a red duster, but enough that we can play some Soviet-themed music. And it's time for an ambush. Now, this is just some manhunters, and it's a bunch of wolves. Oh, God, how do I explain this one? Yeah, this is just Randy being Randy. See, Rachel down here, Rachel Matt, had a mental break. God knows why, mood was great. And they're on a bit of a sad wander. So all we have to do is keep them away from the wolves. That should be easy, right? They're a good chunk behind us. All we gotta do is kill the wolves. The only way they could possibly get injured is if they run straight at them head first and just try and get mauled. That is the only way they could potentially do it. But no, a pawn would never be that dumb, said no one ever. And yeah, look, there's Rachel. She's doing her damnedest. She's trying, and we're trying to kill the wolves before they get there. Also, the donkeys are trying to get out of the way. Look at that. They sneakily moved to the side where they could bypass the wolves. So we got the donkeys being chump blockers again. And Rachel, you almost did it. You almost got mauled by a wolf. Just so motivated, and she finally managed to do it. She just beelined straight towards where she knew the violence was going to be, and she lucked out. She lucked out, and she got herself right into the mouth of a wolf. Nothing like a good sad wander. Christ, Randy. I mean, just don't be so obvious about it. That was just rubbing it in my face. Here we make sure there's someone set to doctoring, otherwise they won't get tended on the road. It's really embarrassing to have someone bleed out on the road because you've set no one to doctoring. Back at base, it's time for a plague. And that's a plague. Now, I don't want to see someone getting a plague with like 8 people getting... No, 68 people getting it. That's a proper plague. Look at that. Yep, our hospital facilities are woefully unprepared. Medicine stockpiles, 1,600 herbal medicine, because we have been growing massive amounts of it. Medical beds, 32. Okay, so we're a little bit short on the medical beds. That's to be understandable, but we're going to throw in... 68 of them, oh my god. We're going to throw in a whole bunch of medical beds down here on the bottom left. That's where the old prison was. We don't need that prison section anymore, and it's nice and close to our kill box anyway. We're ended up not going to move the kill box. If we're finishing this on 200 pawns, we don't need to migrate the kill box. We're probably going to have to reinforce it, though, now that I think about it. No, we'll worry about that another day. Yeah, everyone's coming in to get treated now, and it's just, we're going to have to go through the numbers program, make sure that the ones that get sicker than others get better quality medicine. We're going to have to give some of the blue medicine or the high quality medicine, depending on who gets what. Yeah, it's a full-blown plague. This is going to take a lot of micromanagement. Then, yeah, we still have a little bit of a time-lapse of the hospital going in, but it's mainly just the steel tile, and we're going to stick in about 9 beds, and we're just going to chuck the whole place full of them. We're not even putting in much room. It's just going to be a massive beds in there. We just need as many beds as possible, because the more people are in the beds, the faster their immunity recovers. And it's time for another ambush. Christ, it was just this was a weird day for ambushes, actually. Now, this one is a problem. This is 9 humans with bows. We only have 4 humans, but we have machine guns, which helps. And we also have donkeys. And this is about the point where I realized, wait a minute, why is there 6 donkeys? We only brought 4. And after a little bit of wandering around, I'm like, wait, what? It turns out there's a glitch with I think the colony mod, and it's not displaying when donkeys are pregnant. See, the moving is 70% of that donkey? Yeah, finally figured out. This donkey's pregnant. I just can't tell that they're pregnant anymore. So we actually, 2 of the donkeys are pregnant, and 2 of the donkeys are not, which means 2 of the donkeys gave birth. So we took 4 pregnant donkeys with us, which is why our caravan was so slow. Probably explains why I kept getting ambushed as well. Yeah, that was not the best moment, let's just say. So anyway, to defend against 9 humans, we have no insanity lances because we left those all behind. We burned them all out on all of our last times we got ambushed. But we can, put ourselves together our normal traditional firing line. And we do have one extra thing, which is the low shield pack. A low shield pack will prevent us from incoming projectiles for a while. So yeah, that's at least got something we got going for us. This is just us moving a few things into position. And also we've set all the animals, we've tagged them all, or made their master Alley Piper, 54 Alley Piper. This way we can actually use their attack function. I always train up all the animals for guarding, but I very rarely use it because normally it's very inefficient. They're better off as meat shields than they are attacking. But in this instance, I will take every advantage we can get against these the enemies. This could be kind of lifesaver because 9 of them, they can actually do potentially an awful lot of damage to us if we're not careful. If they injure a few of us and we can't shoot back properly, or like if they hit someone in the eye, the arm, and affect their manipulation or give them pain, all our shooting goes downhill very rapidly after that. So you really do want to make sure you get as much damage done as possible before they do any to you. And yeah, we want to wait till they get inside range before we release the animals. And then we want to immediately pretty much activate the shield pop belt. Of course, I don't. And someone already takes damage before it even starts off, but that's fine. We've got the donkeys to soak. Oh, yeah, we just sent 2 pregnant donkeys and 2 donkeys that have just given birth, who are basically fresh mothers. That's not a horde of donkeys so much as a flop of donkeys, I think you'd call it. I'm not even sure what you'd call that. But we won. Not my cleanest engage, but I will take a win where I can get it at this stage. Yeah, and look at that. First arrow went right in the eye. Excellent. I could build 20 bionic eyes and it still wouldn't replace all the eyes that we've lost so far. The amount of people who have scars, cataracts, it's amazing. It's like eyeballs just are lodestones for damage in this game. Oh, would you look at that? It's another ambush. Like I said, this is one of those. This is the exact same crew as well. Only this time it's a bunch of squirrels. We got attacked by 9 squirrely raft pieces of junk, and it's like, why? Why are you? On the bright side, we have this nice little perfect little kill box in here. We can just chuck 4 people in there nice and safe. It's easy peasy. I do a little bit of fiddling around here to make sure that the youngest pawn or the most recent hire is on the outside to soak damage just in case anything goes wrong, and we set up the animals to go cover us. Bit of a downside, I'd forgotten that we'd set a bunch of them to follow, so we had to change some zones and do some things, but it all worked out in the end, and eventually we took care of this squirrely menace. Real-time sound returns. About time. Alright, over here our hospital is... yeah, it's stalled out. We can't build any more because we ran out of components. Turns out building all of those components over here, or turning all those components into advanced components, left us a little bit shy. Also, you know, mass building a hospital, not having enough components around, a little bit tricky. But we've got caravans on their way back carrying precious components to help build that hospital right back up again. While we wait for those to return, I'd just like to point out, this feels like an actual proper plague. We have, it's just, with this many people affected, it's just crippling us. Everything has slowed to a halt, production, everything, it's all ground to a halt because half of our colony is out of action. Well, okay, 60 something, 63 of them, 67 of them are out of action at the moment out of almost 200. That's like a third of our colony is down, so we've got to take care of them, we've got to feed them, food production is down, everything is just, this actually feels like a proper plague to deal with. And for those of you who say, I need more hospital beds, like we had... what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 16. We had, well, 32. We had 32 hospital beds for 100 people. I mean, tell me a country that has that kind of Medicare coverage. Turns out the highest is, I think it's Sweden and the Netherlands. Those two have, like, for every 100,000 people, they have 1,400 hospital beds. So, like, 1.4%. We're like, 33% hospital beds. You know, that's crazy. We've got way more. We were over-hospitalized. It's just... yeah, this is a plague. Alright, where were we? We've also got a bunch of thrombos that have shown up. We're going to get our caster over there and get a little bit of berserk going on, and we're going to let them tear each other apart, and then we're going to turn them into dusters, because of course we are. For the time being, let's just skip this forward a bit, because currently our caster with it is suffering from food poisoning. Yeah, I didn't turn off cooking, because we needed everyone cooking, and some of these sick people cooked, and their consciousness was lowered, and it's resulting in some food poisonings running around. It happens. Not going to worry too much, we'll get over it. Let's just hope we don't get attacked by anything major in the next day or two. It turns out we've got another ambush. Yep, this is a different crew that is getting ambushed. It's their second squad of component people, and it's 6 red foxes have shown up. We're going to do the same trick again, though. Beaumont this time is having a psychotic wander. We're going to make sure everyone gets out in front, and, oh, Randy's being nice. They're actually walking away from the shooting. Give it time. Give it time. We'll release the animals in a minute. Oh, there's Beaumont. He's heard the foxes. He's getting thirsty for getting shot. And release the animals. Oh yeah, that should buy us enough time and keep it. Oh, god damn it! Animals, gonna need you to stop being dumb about that. Come on. There you go. Perfect. Oh, is that a squirrel? What the squirrel? What are you doing there? You know what? I've seen too many squirrels recently. I don't like them. Let's send them on their way. They've got to get these valuable components back to base. Our people are finally getting over the plague. They're done. They've recovered. Well, some of them. We have quite a few still left to go, but it's gotten to the point where it's freeing up hospital beds, which means the ones that are... I've taken the ones that were more seriously ill or closer to death, and I've basically thrown them into hospital beds. Actually, let's give that one better medicine. They're the closest to death right there. Thank God for the numbers mod. If it wasn't for that, this would make managing these things so much more difficult. You're at 70. Yeah, that was our last really majorly at-risk pawn. But that was actually really annoyingly hard to handle on a scale this big. Plagues, they are actually... Yeah, I can understand why they cause government so much problems. The first rule of Thrombo Fight Club: there is no such thing as Thrombo Fight Club. Stephen here decided to go, well, really close. The 99 to 98. There we go, developed community. Good job, Stephen Curran. You didn't die. The last person with the plague left, I believe. Wait, what? How is there someone still having the plague? Oh, that's malaria. Never mind. Completely different one. You'll be grand. We'll switch everyone else back to herbal medicine, though. We wanted to save all of that lovely medicine for bionics operations, and we're down to only about 50 ops. This is going to suck. To help speed our production along, we've got Leti here, and we're going to give them the first 2 bionic arms, and that should make Leti a little bit faster at producing more of our bionic requirements. They're up to 19 in crafting, so they're what you'd say, pretty fast. A couple of bionic arms will definitely help out. So I'm thinking we're going to need more than 1 crafter. In fact, I was going to go with a high quality crafter, but now I'm just thinking we'll just throw people at the problem. If we can get 10 people producing bionic arms and legs, it should knock this out a lot faster. We've got group 4 here. These are all people who are missing either an arm, a leg, or an eye. And when I say either, I mean some of them are missing multiples. So there you've got a missing eye and an arm. Oh, an eye, left arm. Oh, both legs actually and an arm. So that person's missing 3 things. That's... Damn, Frederick. Oh, yeah. All of this has been going on. This section over here, I mean, we're probably not going to end up using it now that we're going to be sort of leaving this one early. But all of these are starting to slowly expand. So you'll see this one here is actually expanded out a bit. So what we can do is we can protect these. You really do want to protect these when you're playing this way. Where is it? Give us some marble. By putting 4 wall segments around it, we ensure that if any raiders land in here, or any centipedes or anything like that, they can't destroy it. Because the moment these get destroyed, the radius resets. There's another thing you can do. You can install a mod that allows you to move these around, and if you move them, they instantly convert whatever tile they're under. So if you want to move them, you can go and do that. But if you want to play by legit rules, you sort of have to wait till they expand, and it takes them a full year to expand out to that maximum radius. So you just gotta sort of wait, I suppose. Up there, you can actually see them cleaning out the areas. I'm gonna continue that on because my sense of completion won't allow me not to at least wall these in. Did you ever have one of those days that feels like all you ever do is just take care of lots of infestations and getting ambushed a whole bunch of times? Because today's been one of those days. It really has. This is 3rd or 4th infestation. I didn't even include one. They're just getting that common at this point. Come on, finish him up. Oh, come on, guys. How did he get that close? That's just laziness on your part. That should never have happened. They never should have got that close. Anyway, where were we? Oh, yeah, we had a muffalo that went a little bit angry, and it almost got up to someone. Yeah. Let's finish off our muffalo hunting. We have been... What the hell? Was it another one? Yeah. We have been harvesting every single muffalo on the map. There was quite a few, actually. How many we got left? We have... Alive, we have 5. And dead, we have... Well, a lot more. Well, there will be a lot more until we cut them all up. I think it's time we did a little bit of flooring, and this time we're going to go, well, a little bit weird. There's a recommendation to use concrete, namely because it's cheap. Now, I was worried concrete was flammable, but after testing with some Molotovs, concrete's not flammable. Now, if you're wondering why I thought it was flammable, it's made of steel. And because it's made of steel, I just assumed that it would be flammable the same way steel tile is. In fact, I'm not even sure steel tile is flammable. Let's see if steel tile is flammable. But anyway, concrete only costs 1 steel. Downside, it is ugly, as in it has a -1, but so does dirt. But we get the movement bonus, so who cares? Let's just concrete the play up all our corridors. And it gets rid of dirt and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, I think we're just going to use a mass of this everywhere. We've got loads of marble right now. In fact, our marble reserves have been going up. What are we up to? We're up to 4,384 marble, which is fine. However, steel-wise, we haven't actually managed to haul it all. So even though it looks like we've 2,600, we've actually got 7,136 because of all the mining drills. We just can't haul it fast enough. And when I say we just can't haul it fast enough, you do have to bear in mind that we've got dogs. We have a lot of hauling dogs. Actually, have I queued up some training for them? That's a lot of Labrador Retrievers right there. We have so many of them. Also, the donkeys can haul as well. We have a lot of hauling animals. It just... we have too much hauling to do. Well, this is going to be a lot of flooring. Just... yeah, there's so much concrete everywhere, but it should be fast to build. That's the thing. That's the reason I went with concrete in the end. We're going for efficiency here. Well, speed. It'll do its job, and just, if we try to do this all with marble flooring, between the time it would take to mine it all out and do that, it'll be another 6 months or so in game time, or half a year to. No, let's be realistic. It'll take a year to floor it all in marble. Down here, we're going to use our 4,500 marble to finish off our little. What is going on over here? The amount of junk we've got going on. Oh, we had another ceremony where we dosed our bestower and took all the Silent Neuroformers they were providing. We've been handing them out to everyone in the hopes that one of them, just any of them, would get a trust. 1 second, get rid of all of those. And they did. So we now have another person who's in the trust group, and I forgot to add him to the trust group. It was, yeah, this one. 125 Jerusi. God damn it. I'm never going to get the names right, but they're going to be added into the trust group. We're going to need them in there. Done. That's so once we hope we get some more recruits, we just need about 20 more recruits or 18 more recruits, and we'll finally get to 200. But I am going to cut that out there for the day. It's actually been a productive day, and we're finally getting along to the Red Army style production. No, that's not that one. There, we have 2,089 Devil Strand still to go, and we have been churning out Devil Strand dusters. Our high-tech people are putting together. Oh, we've also got a bunch of alpaca wool dusters that we've put together, just because our people just don't have enough. We had a heat wave there, and a bunch of people got heat stroke. Well, only a few of them fell over, but a lot of them got affected by it because we just don't have enough dusters to equip everyone. But soon enough. Anyway, sorry that we're going to have to cut this out at about 200 pounds. It's just as it is, it's too slow to get every episode out, and I really want to get into ideology. I've just seen some of the... I've just read up some of the stuff on it, and it's like, yes, I must play it, and there's a few ideas of what we could do to do something really fun. In fact, I think we'll do the last 200 pawns in the ideology playthrough, and it should be way faster, especially considering some of the options we'll have. Anyway, I'm going to cut this out here. I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck.